Hey everybody, clearing. Happy Year of the Snake. Here we go. So, I just opened February readings. Please grab those if you'd like, and let's get to it. So this is going to be a Divine Feminine check-in. So where are the Divine Feminines at? And how are the masculines perceiving it? So we're going to look at where the feminines are at and then how the masculines are picking up on it or not. So thank you, Divine Creator. Oops. For using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the collective that joins me here, for the Divine Feminines? How are they thinking and feeling about the connections? How are they wishing to manifest, and actions they are desiring to take? What can we see for their biggest challenge and the solution they're getting intuitively for that challenge? Where are the Divine Masculines at regarding what we see here for the feminines? Okay, conscious mind. Death and victory for these connections. So the feminines are trusting the process. They are specifically transforming the way that they used to worry, chase, long, crave, desire. They now don't really want anything unless it's wanting them to, and not afraid to express that. So the feminines are truly releasing, surrendering, trusting the process. A lot in the energy about trusting that if this isn't the masculine for them, they are just going to release the need to know how it will turn out or what the outcome will be. What are the masculines? So regarding this, the masculines are saying, be at home. This is kind of like they want you to get used to being in your own energy, feminine, so that you're not distrustful, so you're not concerned about everybody else's business, so that you are just taking care of yourself and taking care of your needs and really loving yourself and being good to yourself without putting that on anyone. So these masculines understand that you are coming home into yourself. They can see this shift in you, feminines, that you have gone from externally focused to honoring yourself. What can we see for how the feminines are looking at their masculines specifically? They are looking at you, Divine Masculines, as though you are this wounded warrior, wounded healer, that you are persevering through things but guarded, that you are going ahead with your own life. They feel you carrying a cross. This is like they see you kind of going at it in a difficult way is what I'm picking up on here. Going it alone, feeling like you have to be on your own, like persevering unnecessarily is what I'm getting from this. There are not two horses in this Chariot card. So they see you sort of going it alone and keeping people at bay, keeping the Divine Feminine at bay. Yeah, so the feminines feel like you're very guarded against love. Let's see what the masculines have to say about that. Watch your words. Okay, so the masculines are acknowledging that there's an energy that you're picking up on, but the wording, the perspective, the way that you're framing it might be skewed. So another interpretation here could be that the masculines are doing whatever they're doing for the connection. They're ultimately not just off in their own direction. We've got the sun and the moon in an eclipse in this. So the feminine and masculine are acknowledged here. It's not just the masculine, but there's something right now that the masculines are stepping into being that provider, protector, and they have to go through whatever they're doing right now to prove that to themselves is what I'm getting. So the masculines are saying, be careful if you are judging them as doing what they're doing for selfish reasons. It's really going to be more of benefit to you and your connection than you even know yet, feminines. What can we see for the heart space that the feminines are contemplating. Okay, so the feminines are seeing on the heart space, there seems to be this feeling of very little movement, like a new beginning wants to come in, but there seems to be a standstill, a blockage. And the feminines know they have to regroup, they have to consider deeply what they need to be thinking of in their own right now, that their masculine does not seem to be coming forward with an offer. So they're going to have to continue dropping in to what their truth is right now. So it's a very solo, it can be for some that they are feeling that it's an unnecessary blockage, that they don't really want to be dealing with having to go into this solo meditation pursuit at this time. They would rather be connecting with you, masculine. So in some ways, this feels a little bit uncertain or even unfair to the feminines, but feminines, it is what's happening in this energy. So it's important to surrender to that and be open to divine insight into why it could be a beneficial motion at this time, what the benefit of this period of solitude might be, this period of preparation. So don't forget to pray there on the heart space to be shown what you could make of this time, feminines, instead of feeling like you are being rejected or pushed away. Make wise use of this time. Masculines are saying spirit has your back. So right now the masculines, I just heard, you'll forgive me when you find out what I'm up to. The eagle does have a bird's eye view, a big picture thinking. And so the masculines are basically saying, God has you, feminines. Like, just stay in your connection and deepening with your connection to source, because I'm going through so many things that's causing me to expand my vision right now. It will all work out in the mix. It will all make sense eventually. I'm being drawn to 23 on this card, and I'm feeling even for many of these, they got some kind of a vision for the future in 2023 that they are now seeing coming into reality, that they've been intending, some kind of a plan that they may have first considered in 2023 is now kicking off in 2025. And this is helping them trust their intuition on a deeper level, because for the ones that that message resonates with, they knew whatever was happening now was going to come into being. That's going to be different for each of them, but that is something very interesting for the masculines. Okay, on the heart space, what are the feminines feeling? Ooh, the devil and the lovers. So right now it feels like an impossible corner that the feminines are in. They feel like it's absolutely astonishing, remarkable, undeniable that these connections are here, that they have this connection to you, masculines, but they don't know right now what to make of it, because it's not moving forward with sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. And it seems like in the 3D, there's not much to put our fingers on. But on the heart space, there is this undeniable pull, attraction, energy between the two, and the feminines are basically stopped in their tracks, just acknowledging that it is what it is, but at the same time wondering how else could it be looked at or processed or navigated so it could continue making more sense. Because yes, it's there, but what next? What are we meant to do with it? What are we supposed to be considering at this time regarding that? We're all saying to the universe, yes, we know these connections are here. What then? What next? What are the masculines saying about this? Slow and steady wins the race. The masculines understand that it's slow moving. Feminines, that it sometimes feels like it's dead standstill, but they are still saying there's movement here, and there is a eye on the prize kind of thing. Remember, masculine energy is solar, it's annual, and feminine energy is lunar, it's monthly. So there's two different time clocks here, and the masculines are reminding the feminines that they know that there is something playing out that is very slow, but it is also going somewhere. What are the feminines wishing to manifest? Intuition about abundance. And this is also biological clock ticking. Like, feminines are wondering if children are in the cards, if abundance is going to kick off with or without the masculines, if it's going to happen before the masculines come in, if it's going to be exponential with the masculines. The feminines are just looking at how to keep growing, keep expanding on their own right now, because they're not seeing the masculines making any major strides. What are the masculines saying about this? The abundant universe will provide. You don't need me right now. I'm just hearing, just you wait and see what I've got up my sleeve, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. Wow. So feminines, your masculines are saying, lean into God, lean into the abundant universe, lean into your manifestation abilities. Don't lament them not being there right now. Focus on you, tap into your greatness, rise to new heights, really learn yourself, really saturate yourself in this abundant mindset. What are the feminine's actions at this time? Knight of Wands and free will. So right now the feminines could be tempted to rebel or push these connections away and go somewhere else. Feminines, you don't have to let go of these connections and then try to find another masculine. You can actually just not stress about this connection and then not actively look for somebody. You can just focus on yourself. You can just love yourself. You can just follow your own intuition. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, hot and cold with these connections. So you can utilize your free will in the proper way here, feminines, that it's not about passion or not. You can have it just be what it is and not need to switch out this connection for something else. It can just be this connection isn't progressing right now, so focus on the things that you can channel energy into, but it doesn't have to be another relationship. You don't have to be hyper relationship focused. What are the masculines saying about this? Open to infinite possibility. So yeah, beyond tunnel vision of just romantic relationships, feminines, you've got a whole host of gifts and talents and innovations available to you. And your masculines are saying you have the kind of mind, the kind of vision that is not limited to just the mundane material realm, animal considerations. There's something bigger. The starfish spirit. This is like next level stuff that your masculine sees your potential. And if you're just boy crazy, I heard, but take gender how it resonates. If you are focused on that sort of thing, you're not going to see how great you are. It's almost like it becomes a surrogate if you focus on relationships for really striving and going for what you're here to bring to the world. So your masculines are reminding you, just open to that infinite possibility and the leading of higher guidance. And not just about relationships. There's a whole big world out there beyond just relationship. What can we see for the biggest challenge? That the feminines want to free themselves from, wondering if they're ever going to be your life partner, masculines. This is a challenge to them because they feel like the divine has put this on their heart to be in connection with you, and they feel like it can feel binding to them, and they don't want to be in this predicament right now. This is the challenge. What are the masculines saying about that? Embrace the in-between, feminines. So don't sweat it. Enjoy you in this you energy, and don't sweat it. Don't worry about what will happen or not going forward. What is the solution? Wow. Okay. Stick with it just a little bit longer, feminines, because the judgment here, this is your karma being cleared, but also your purpose emerging. It does go hand in hand with, this is the judgment card, with the revelation of the karmic lessons. Those are the solutions that lend themselves to your life purpose. So don't hyperfixate on relationship, hyperfixate on what you can live as a living, breathing work of art, a living, breathing contribution into progress in this dimension. All the lessons you've learned from your conscious love journey are some of these solutions. The aha moments, the realizations, those are things that humanity needs. Everything that's made you feel better and all of the ways you've been able to keep your frequency high. This is part of your soul's calling, your path. What would the masculines say? Time to collaborate. So the masculines are saying that you have what it takes to really team up with other energies and to contribute your piece of the puzzle out into the world. And they want you to be focusing on that aspect that's not filtered through the relationship with them right now. I've got things to do right now, I just heard the masculines say. What can we see for the direction in the near future? Secretly, these feminines are investing. They might be a little bit more outspoken than usual. The Seven of Swords in the upright is like no talkie. In the inverse like this, they may be starting to say certain things to people around them about their future plans, about what they're willing to put up with. This might even be talking about the masculines. There may be things getting back to the masculines about the feminines not so inclined to just sit pretty at this point. There seems to be a little bit of a desire to move forward a little quicker and expression that the masculines aren't moving forward that quickly. So masculines, that might get back to you. So this is to say that the feminines still want to be with you. They're just feeling the forces, the energies that be, and this momentum that is wanting to come in. So that means there is energetic alignment happening in the 5D that is beginning to cause the slow pace of the past to be unnecessary. And so it feels like being mildly perturbed about that slow pace is what I'm getting here. And trust the great mystery. So the masculines, you're oh so mysterious, oh so aloof, Mr. Aloof. Masculines. So feminines, your masculines are saying keep trusting the mystery. Don't get perturbed about the speed of things. It will be worth the wait, I'm hearing. What would the masculines like to tell the feminines about whatever this is that they are working on? Well, there is some anxiety about not having been able to give you more in the past. Oh, yes, and they are still keeping this off your radar. Queen of Swords, this perceptive feminine and little bits and pieces. That's that Seven of Swords in the same position. So these masculines might be like the veil is thin. So there seems to be little clues being passed back and forth, and something is brewing. Something is moving, and it has to do with these masculines wanting to be able to offer reciprocity here. So feminines, they are deliberately trying to keep something off your radar right now, but they know that it will be worth it, and they know that it's not necessarily your favorite, that things aren't moving forward more quickly. But all right, everybody, many blessings, and bye for now.